down to 14. Oh my goodness gracious me, look at these triggers. Alright, let's give this one a go. Seems pretty cool. Thoughtseize in our opening hand is always wonderful. And we can take care of their following creatures as well, which is nice to see. It's a lot of 1-drops. And it's a goblin deck. And that's enough to win the game. Moving on to the next one. Can Master Frodo beat Ragavan, the monkey pirate? Let's find out if these were written in the appendices or not. How would Tolkien describe Ragavan in the Middle-earth universe? Probably as strong as a Balrog, let's face it. Let's see how Mr. Frodo here deals with old Ragavan. Obviously, White-Black has access to a lot of different removal spells. But so do we. Blood Chief's Thirst. Okay. So, do we just go for the Bitter Blossom here? Probably. We just want to get out as many tokens as possible and start swinging into their face. And that's where our deck utilises a lot of these abilities. Whenever the creature comes in, each player sacks a non-token. Well, this is specific in that this sacks a non-token creature, but it is better against the opponent as well. Haunt of the Dead Marshes. So it looks like their curve is hyper-aggressive. So far, every single thing they've done has been 1-drops. Kind of interesting. It's past turn. So in their turn, I'm hoping that they pay 2 to level Frodo up so we can just kill it. Yeah, let's take care of Frodo here. So I do enjoy that because it has basically wasted 3 of their mana in total. Angrath's Rampage. Let's use this to get rid of the portable hole so we can have our Bitter Blossom back. And it does mean we have the Abrade, which is now free to kill the Frodo again if they choose to go for him. And they do. Three damage. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll kill the Haunt, which means it saves us losing 1 damage. And then... oh, okay, so now we've got the Morbid Opportunist. I'm actually going to go for that first. Because now we can actually draw cards whenever any of our creatures die. It's going to be nice. I was going to go for the Chain Devil to kill the Frodo, but I actually think it's probably better to let them waste mana before we kill it. Non-basic land walk, okay. They're not going to be happy about this, are they? Fine. Let's do it. So we lose the Chain Devil because we're not going to lose the Opportunist. And yeah, we're just going to overwhelm them with tokens and card draw. Even happy to pay the 2 there to keep the bolt up. Nice. So I think they're at a point now where Frodo is pretty much not ever going to do anything. Because it's just so expensive. 5 mana and then so on and so forth to level up. It's just a lot of investment. Okay, so they killed our Opportunist, which is a bit sad, but we are going to have so many 1/1s here. Inherited Envelope. Okay, pretty expensive rock. But it does let them get the Tempt ability, so nice. And we actually got rid of the Haunt of the Dead Marshes as well by exiling. Probably should have gone for the Ghoulish Procession first. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll put it in the command zone. Not too worried about that. I feel like they probably should have done this on something else because Totentanz isn't tremendously scary. Here comes Frodo once again. And they can equip him with the Brooch, but they choose not to. Wily Goblin. Okay, let's go for a Totentanz again. And swing over the top. The fact they didn't equip Frodo is interesting. Does that mean they have something else to do with the 2 mana? Okay, so yeah, we're just going to bolt him again. I think we're just going to win now. Frodo is just so ridiculously expensive. 7 mana for that. We get ourselves a 2-2 as well. They'd have to have something like a Farewell to really stabilise the field here. And yeah, we just overwhelm them with off-flavour fairies, of course. Okay, let's try this unique hand against Gishath. Wow, they're playing Gishath with Kahira. That's something I've not actually seen before. That's surprising me quite a bit. We'll get rid of the Into the North here because we can potentially kill the Arcane Signet if we need to. Damn, they're going to be pretty scary if they can resolve that Gishath. The cool thing is here, we're actually going on a really good path to Beseech the Mirror, activating with Bargain. Ripjaw Raptor is something that we can deal with here, though. Yep, let's just get rid of the Ripjaw Raptor. I would have liked to got an extra rat out of that exchange, but yeah, the fact they get to draw cards and fight stuff is kind of really strong. So they've put Kahira into their hand. We could go for Totentanz and Croxer, which gives us a rat. Or we could go for the Bastion first. Yeah, I think I like this idea because the Bastion also drains for 1 as well. It's not much, but it's just every little edge we can get versus this Dino deck. I think it's going to be good. Funny that the Kahira is a cat beast, but it's working in cahoots with the dinosaurs. And they do have the fight spell here. Sure thing, but we do get some triggers, which is pretty decent. Okay, and the Beseech the Mirror, I'm wondering if that's a good time to do that. Or do we not care about the Kahira yet? Do we just go for Beseech here? Yeah, let's just go for Beseech. Cast it with Bargain. We'll get rid of the rat. Sorry, rat. So we can play a 4-drop 3, basically. Grave Pact would be insane. Or even Rankle. Let's go for Henrika. I think that's a perfectly good card here. We'll do the sack trigger. We can even go for the Croxer. I mean, if we went for... Oh, damn, I'm thinking actually, if I'd gone for Rankle, I could have got rid of their entire hand. Oh, well. This is pretty good, to be honest. We're still a ways off getting the Gishath. And we're getting closer and closer to Croxer each turn as well. If they do get the Gishath out, I'm a bit scared. Because it has haste, but... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yikes. Okay. So they're holding priority. Teferi's Protection. Interesting. Let's draw a card. How much toughness? 6. 1, 2, 3. So I think this is going to sound weird, but I'm just going to hold everything back to block. Because if they attack in and we block and kill it, they're not going to cast it again for a while. Wow. 1 damage to each. That was a really lucky top deck. But we just get the win anyway, damn. Even with their lucky top deck, they still quit. Interesting. If we get a mana, this is a really lovely hand. It's got a pretty decent curve. Synergy, kill spell, draw spell, synergy, and synergy. Oh, I do love me some synergy. If they get to 6 mana, they're going to destroy us with their big cannons. But hopefully we can get some stuff out before then. So they can sacrifice any other creature when they do. Ziotoro deals damage equal to that power to any target, and they get 3 treasures. 3 treasures is a lot of treasures. For the sake of us drawing the card, I will just withhold killing the Menagerie Curator for now. The fact this draws a card is pretty strong. Okay, Signet. 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I wonder if they're going to exploit the Felstinger. Draw 2, lose 2. I always find it funny because this card is kind of like a really long-winded Signing Blood. It's like a 3 mana Signing Blood. I guess it is better because it can have a Death Touch body. 3, 4, 5. So if we don't kill that, they will get the Ziatora. But maybe I should actually save that removal for when the Ziatora came out. Damn, that was a... yeah. I feel like I've made a mistake there. Although we have the removal anyway, so I think we're good, guys. It actually all kind of worked out because we drew this. So yeah, there's something to note. Sometimes it's not always good killing the ramp creature. Sometimes it's worth letting them get their general once, killing the general anyway, and then, yeah, Delighted Halfling. But in this case, because we have non-targeted... okay, we keep getting lucky and contradicting the thing we just said. So what should we do first? I guess Totentanz. And then we'll make them... Actually, I will go for a Playcrafter because I'm kind of tempted to use the Rampage on the Signet in the following turn. Look at the triggers we get. We get Drain, Draw, and Rat. Could be the name of a pub. Drain, Draw, and Rat. Okay, nice. Getting in there with the Blood Artist as well. Beautiful. We are a bit susceptible to wipes, of course. Ruby. Damn, yeah, the card draw is... the Guardian Project is really good. Oh my goodness. This is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. So we can give any rat Death Touch. So maybe we should just attack and see if they actually choose to block. Kind of a funny little ability. You could actually make a Voltron deck like this. So they don't care trading the Caryatid. Lol. Lol. They've got so much ramp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're not going to be able to stop the Ziatora at all. 6 mana. I guess we can go for... I really want to go for the Vindictive Vampire. But I'm just going to go for the Woe Strider here. And we'll go for the Rampage either way. We have to get rid of their creatures somehow. Because the whole shtick of our deck is getting rid of creatures via sacrificing, which means the opponent will always get a choice. Liliana, I mean, that's one way of getting closer to the Ziatora, but again, because we've got the sack thing going off, it's going to be tough. Here we go. Ziatora, drawing more cards. I actually think we could actually win very, very, very soon, because we have Woe Strider and Blood Artist, and we also have Vindictive Vampire. Hopefully they don't clock on to this fact. Oh, they're going to go for Totentanz. It's weirdly designed, this card. It's an end step trigger, which is just kind of bizarre. Because a lot of cards nowadays say at the beginning of your big combat main phase Oh no, they've caught on to the Blood Artist. But at least the Morbid Opportunist is alive. So this is exactly the same trigger as Vampire. So there's no point rushing this here because we've already drawn the card, you see. We're going to try and do some things here. They've still got 4 mana in their end step, though. Okay. Right. So, I think we're going to start with the Vindictive Vampire, because if anything dies now, we're going to drain them. So basically, we've made another Blood Artist. They were very clever to kill that Blood Artist. Very. We're going to swing in with these two. And because we can give either of them Death Touch, they might be deterred. Oh, that's 2 bonus damage. 2 bonus damage, guys. I honestly think Woe Strider is freaking crazy. Down to 10. Oh, if only we had the mana for Yawgmoth. That would be loopy. Let's go for Lily. We'll make them sack a creature.
No more distractions.
Which is going to be the Elysian Caryatid. That name is so cool for just a weird tree thing which is naked and doesn't have any underwear on. Wow, they went for that. Well, we basically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage on the stack. So let's see. Oh, interesting. They're coming for us. That might mean they have a board wipe. Interesting indeed. Notice this doesn't say only once per turn, so you can keep getting rats. 2 creature cards. I always forget Tooth and Nail is in the format. They're going to get a Massacre Worm, aren't they? No? They're going to get a Sulfim and Yargle. That is very peculiar. I really honestly thought they would have got something that won in the game there. Maybe the writing's on the wall. Let's see what they're going to target. 18 damage. Oh, I see. Oh, I see what they've done. It's double damage with the Sulfim, isn't it? Okay. So we're going to have to see what we can do here. Oh, that's a very interesting combo, I've just realised. 36 damage, okay. Are we going to be short here? Maybe. We're not going to be able to gain life. Oh, wow. It's actually a combo I've never seen before. I'm kind of impressed. It's normally something that I've seen carry a throw. It's a shame. All these things would be useful if I actually had it on the field. Ah, we're short, aren't we? So we can get rid of the Vindictive Vampire, but we won't be able to drain anymore. It's a shame because we need a Totentanz out to get these other triggers and more rats. Yeah, but it says you basically can't. Yeah, damn it, they've got us. It's such a close game. If they had not killed the Blood Artist, this would have been actual GG's. Yeah. Oh well. And if we'd done it the other way around, if we'd done the Vindictive Vampire before the Totentanz, oh, that would have been sick. Then we would have had 1 more rat, but we would have had no more drain. So yeah, that's a shame. Wow, okay. Solfim, Yargle, 36 damage. Impressive. I think this is a potentially really good hand, because the Bitter Blossom gives us 1/1s every single turn. It's nice to be able to sacrifice them to the effects like Demon's Disciple, which normally would be a hindrance that we lose a creature, but if we lose a token, it ain't so bad. But now we've got the Carrier Thrall. Let's go for Bitter Blossom still. So now I desperately need a third mana. And if I don't have one, I will be a bit sad, but... Strike it rich. Well, I guess that kind of is. We will pass. Yeah, because we want to get out... Maybe the Woe Strider, actually. I don't know. The synergy here is so incredibly good. The Bastion plus the Sanguine Brushstroke. The drain here is going to be absolutely impeccable. And I'm actually pretty excited to hopefully get these out. Crucible of Wells, Playlands from the graveyard. Okay. So let's go with the Sanguine Brushstroke, okay? Because it's got double black pit. It's nice to get that out a bit earlier. And you can see how this deck kind of just escalates really fast. We have 10 permanents out already. My turn 4. Kami of the Bamboo Groves, okay. And sometimes just having any form of permanence out is useful, to, like, regardless of what they are. I know this is just a blood token, but it provides a bit of synergy later on as well. Yeah, I think they're really going to struggle to deal with that, especially now we have 2 drain triggers for each thing that dies. And I'm happy to go for the Carrier Thrall as well, because if that dies, it will also give us a Scion, which can also be sacked and or provide mana. So Scions are uniquely interesting cards in that they, you know, you could say, why not die and give you a treasure? But the fact that the Scion as a creature has relevance with some effects. So they can just keep playing these fetch lands from the graveyard, which is concerning. It's not too bad until they get something like a land removal spell. My goodness. Okay. So now the Demon's Disciple ain't so good, is it? None of our stuff is really that good, but whenever a creature you control dies, why do I feel like we've pretty much won here? So they do have reach, but we can just sacrifice the one they block anyway. And if it's drain 2 for each, oh no, we forgot to sack it before the actual. It's fine. The only thing we actually lost was the scry there, 20. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Scoots on. They're going to try and fight us with that. I mean, in any other circumstance, I would be concerned. Just due to the fact that they have fetch lands in the graveyard that can be recurred with the Crucible. But I think we're actually in a pretty awesome position here, really. Yeah, and we'll keep the Demon's Disciple because it's just another trigger, isn't it? Okay, wonderful. I think we've got it then, guys, because we've got Totentanz and the Demon's Disciple. Is it better to attack first? No, let's go for this first. All our cards are out to play. Drain, drain, drain. Wow, that's crazy. Surely the writing's on the wall now. So, attack with all those. Attack with this guy, attack with that guy. It's fine, because we've got the Woe Strider. The Woe Strider is just ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. They'd rather block like that. Intriguing. So we'll sack the one that's being blocked by the Reacher. I honestly don't think there's much they can do. down to 14. Oh my goodness gracious me, look at these triggers. Did blocking make it worse? Probably not, because we could have done the stuff anyway. Yeah, but I wonder when they're going to realise that each death is 2 drain. Or maybe they just like to see the pretty colours on the screen. This video is dedicated to one of my patrons, AT Strategist, and he wanted me to make a Totentanz deck. So here it is. Here is the video. I had a lot of fun making it. If you would like to get a custom video made for yourself, check out the Patreon link below in the description, where you can get a video made for yourself too, or you can donate to the channel via my Ko-fi link. But yes, back to this deck. This deck is unique because I tried to include pretty much every effect that came in as a creature and caused somebody to sack. And this is great for 2 reasons. Whenever you sack, you get a 1/1 black rat creature token, and then obviously when your opponent sacks, they're losing a creature. So we've got the Demon's Disciple, Fleshbag Marauder, Gravelighter, and the Plague Crafter, as well as there's a 4-mana one as well with the Chain Devil. This is unique in that it says non-token creature, so it's weirdly not as good, but it's just another effect that does that. And the reason we're using ineffective cards like this is because the Synergize is actually super well with Totentanz. And anything else in your deck that cares about death, Grave Pact being the primary one here, which is absolutely fantastic. And as you saw in the previous videos, we were chaining off Falconwrath Nobles, Vindictive Vampire, Blood Artist, and also the Sanguine Brushstroke, which says whenever your creatures die, drain 1, which is absolutely wonderful. And you know, if you've been a viewer on the channel for a while, you know I absolutely love triggers and I love drain effects. And this deck does a wonderful job of that. So especially it rewards you for having creatures die, and that's wonderful. Liliana does the same, lets you draw cards whenever stuff dies. Rankle the Torbrand gives you one of 3 options, or all 3 if you really need to, which is wonderful, gives you lots of little cool things there. And I tried to stay away from just spells that made each player sack, because a spell isn't a body. As I said, we want bodies to trigger Totentanz because it's an uncommon commander. We need to hit it as hard as we can with this ultimate synergy. We don't want to miss on any cards, really, so the deck works really well. And we're even using his signature card, which is the Song of Totentanz, which is strangely a higher rarity than the man who actually blows the pipe. But yeah, if you make millions of these rats, your opponent's going to really struggle to block them, because, especially with Grave Pact, you can just basically screw them over. And it makes blocking awkward anyway, because he can give a rat Death Touch, which is just absolute lols. The amount of times I attacked 4 rats, and it was basically a free attack, was pretty funny. He's actually much better than I thought. I was kind of expecting him to be kind of bad. But yeah, it works really well, especially when you've got stuff like Bitter Blossom, which creates extra bodies every turn, and Dreadhorde Invasion, which is very similar, just a taller version of token creatures. If you would like to see the deck list, it will be in the description below. And don't forget, if you would like your own custom video, you have to donate to the channel via Patreon or Ko-fi, and it really helps support the channel, especially as we go towards Christmas. So I really appreciate everyone who has supported so far. And I hope you enjoy this video, AT Strategist. Until next time. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.